government plans to do it. Alright? Hanji? Nani, you heard it all. तो तुमने तो हमेशा सुना ही हुआ है. अच्छा, I'm sorry. Okay, so Section 17 of the said Act states the appropriate government and the local authorities take what steps the local authorities and the government authorities need to take to make sure for the purpose of the Section 16 like I said. 17A to conduct surveys of school-going children in every 5 years. I mean, it's brilliant. Every 5 years, all school-going children का आप एक survey करो, ठीक है? देखने के लिए कि what all is required and what all is happening to make sure that the child was getting special education or special remedial help. Where is that child? All right. For identifying children with disabilities and ascertaining their special needs and the extent to which these needs are being met. जो बच्चे नहीं पकड़ में आए हैं, पकड़ो, उनकी needs क्या है और जिनको special education मिल रही है, उनका हाल क्या है. All right. This is for the 5-year plan. And next, very important, they say provided that the first survey shall be conducted within the period of 2 years. 2 years after commencement of this act. So, December 2018 में पहला survey होगा. So, the government is giving all the school and all the institutions enough time to get their act together. 2 साल is a long time. You need to get your act together to build up, equip yourself, like this, like the favorite terminology, get the resource people, make certain changes which need to be made. But after the first 2 years of commencement, this needs to get going. Hanji, Nandi. There is a committee right now. They haven't. I will come to that. The NSS. I will. There is a committee which has been formed of 3 people in Delhi. Dr. Uma Tulli, you must have heard, and 2 other people. I have their names and all. I've gotten in touch with them. After Diwali, I was supposed to get back to them. So these people are there. It's just that all of us have no clue. I also got to know this only because I went and kind of poked my way here and there as to what's happening. So there are people, there are committees being formed, there is work happening. It's just that we have to be in the know-how of it only because SLD is part of it. Before this, we had no clue and it didn't really bother us because nothing was happening with us. The only agency doing anything about this was CBSE, जो हम काम निकाल रहे थे. जैसे भी चल रहा था, चल ही रहा था. But now we can get a lot more for our kids, but we also have nothing. Nobody's going to give it to us on a platter. We'll have to work and ask for it and get started. Alright? Are you guys with me? Yes. Okay, so reality check is, are the schools aware? I don't think so. I don't think the schools know about this. They're still sitting on their pretty asses doing nothing, frankly. It's been 8 months. Since 8 months, it'll be a year already. It's October end. And December is another, 2 months away, a month and a half away. So nothing has happened. 17B, teacher training instruction, which we know we've got. I think all of us here have gone about it again and again and again. How much? Anyway, they have to take it. This D, to train professional and staff to support the inclusive education. So one is teacher training, and also in-service teachers need to be given training. So this is all mandated by law now. Reality check. State of special education is dismissed, especially those with SLD as a specialization. In Delhi itself, there are total 1,024 special educators. Okay, only, which are RCI registered. I'm telling you Ankara's because RCI. I mean, there might be a lot more who are not, but I can only tell you what the numbers say. So 1,024 204 special educators, out of which less than 250 are SLD. Specialization in B.Ed you have to do only. So look at it's what is happening. But like I said, it's a start. Nothing is going to happen overnight. So it's a start and we need to start doing something about it. At least telling others to do special education or jo bhi, kuch bhi hai, jaise bhi hai, but do your little bit. Establish adequate number of resource centers to support. So this is again what the government means by this. The government, the DOE, look, I'm again going back to DOE, which is the Directorate of Education in Delhi, because that's my point of reference. And let me just say this again, and I repeated enough number of times yesterday, Maharashtra is many, many steps ahead of any other state in the country. So you guys are, anyway, you can give yourself a pat on the back or whatever, kudos, claps, whatever. But, and I think a lot of this goes to MDA and Kate sitting here because उन्होंने बहुत पत्थर मारा है, ठीक है? Come on. So, having said that, so what the government means by this is they are opening in zones in the districts resource centers, which are special education and therapy. With therapy, I mean speech language and I mean occupational therapy, where people can go from outside or around for intervention. So this is what the government is deciding. So not only send special educators within the school setup, but also set up government resource room outside school. How, where, when, we don't know. In Delhi, one has already been made. If people are aware of the Delhi, places or colonies, this is in South Delhi, in Lajpat Nagar, and the other one is somewhere in Janakpuri area, which is being made. So in Delhi, there will be 8 or 9. So that is how they are starting. So they have already started work on it. It's just that we don't know much about it. We have to go and find out. It's not public knowledge, but it is happening. Section 17 continued to provide books, other learning material and appropriate assistive devices to students with benchmark disabilities free of cost up to the age of 18. One is 18, guys. Remember, RTE was 14. This is 18. So this is another thing. And if the child has a disability which is under the PWD Act, they have given 2 grace years to finish school. So 18 को खींच के आप 20 भी कर सकते हो. Having said that, my more important point here is benchmark versus specified. ये मैंने कल भी बोला था. I think there was another lady from one of the hospitals who was also speaking, and she said the same thing. पानी भी नहीं. In the Disability Act, the disabilities are divided into 3: specified, benchmark, and high support. When I say high intensive support is a disability where the child is homebound. Very severe disability, cannot move out. Specified disability is which is you have it or you don't have it, yes or no. Benchmark is when the 40% is there. Now we are back to square one. Yesterday we had a lot of DSM. Number 40% was like. So again, which is the tool which has this formula based on formula, not because I feel like चलो आज 75 कर देते हैं, आज ये कर देते हैं. No, there has to be a formula based on whatever statistics the people do. I have 0 statistics, alright? But I know formulas are tried and tested. So again, the only tool I know, I keep going back to Dali because I use it, and I've seen how some of my kids who were not being able, when we were not very sure and we had used the rat and we had used this and that and we were still not sure, we have tried Dali and we have been able to catch the kids well. So, and this has a 40% formula. It is not there right now, but it has already been made. So this will make LD from a specified into a benchmark.
But anybody, just a word of caution, I think here.
Where are you? Who's this? What are you?
You. After yesterday's discussion, I think what also clearly emerged was, along with psychoeducation assessment, there will be required to be supplemental assessments that will have to come in before the 40% is decided. And I think that is something which we need to bring up for discussion maybe today, or some point in time. But just the tool is not going to be a deciding factor. It's going to be the psychiatrist assessment and other factors that will come in before the 40%.
Correct. But look, at the end of the day, it's always a battery, right? We never go in for anything on the basis of just one test. It's always a battery. But having said that, Nandini, do you want to tell me what you mean by supplement?
There are three, four things that were tabled by both the presentations that happened. And it's unclear right now what component each part will play, but it's clearly not going to be only one. There are going to be at least 2 or 3 factors which will go on to formulate what is 40%.
Look, that is fine. But what I'm saying is that it's never one, right? It is never one.
It should not be.
It never is, but it shouldn't be, right? So we are already, I think all of us are agreeable on that. And if that is how, and do we have or we not have on Dali?
What comes on Dali is something we discuss tomorrow. Later, how we decide
the
important, etc. But that's going to be what maybe a psychoeducational input that comes into deciding what goes on to formulate 40%. Because we still don't know how the 40% formula will.
Okay, so this is it. When I say, look, this is the kind of brainstorm we need to do now, because we can avail. If you are benchmark, you can get a lot more than when you are specified. So we get a lot more if you are a benchmark than if you are not a benchmark. Even in terms of, like she said, income tax rebate and, insurances and this and that and all. It's a huge dock. But yes, if it is a benchmark, then you are in an elevated status than you are as compared to specified. You want to say something?
Hi.
Hanji.
Now I'm really lost now.
Really?
Psychoed has the history section, the family, medical, earlier educational section, which is supposed to should be the big part, right? And then you have your psychometric tests, and Dali is one of the psychometric tests we'll be using. And then, of course, the interpretation and the summary and the recommendation. So these are 3 huge sections. Now, how are we going to find out that 40% is what?
Look, you let the people who are into this. It's not the job of a special educator, frankly. Okay,
right.
People who made and developed this tool and who validated this tool and all. So let them do it. And
so जब तक नहीं है तब तक हम लोग जैसे कर रहे हैं करते रहे.
Of course.
ठीक है. That's it.
We don't have a choice, no.
Yes.
I mean, just because I'm saying 40%.
That's all I'm just trying to
bring
to our thing that all that observation and the prior history plays a huge role. We don't need to forget that.
100%.
Throwing the baby and that wash, that saying, उस चक्कर में वो नहीं हो जाना.
Under the bus.
That's all I'm saying.
No, look, again, like I said, तुम अगर गोरखपुर में जाके SLD की करोगे और वहाँ पे क्या होगा? Like I said, always remember that you have to go to Gorakhpur and work. Okay. But like I said, let the people whose job it is do that bit and come back to us. Till then, we have something, right? Till then, aisa nahi hai that we are on the roads or we are under the bus or something like that, right? So anyhow,
I have one question. So I see assistive devices put up there as well as one of the criteria that are. So who does the prescription for these assistive devices? Has that been decided? I mean, that's significant.
I don't know. This is, there's nothing being decided, guys. SLD, they've just, all this was there. Assistive devices was basically for, VI, because they have their braille and they have their machine. And so assistive devices were for the sensory deficits. Now, हमारा LD भी अंदर चला गया है, but हमारी assistive devices are very different from what have been. So we don't know yet. Are they going to pinpoint that this is what you have to use and not that? Or what? We don't know yet. So I have no answer for your question. So this is what we have to, put down, that if I'm talking about assistive devices for SLD, what will it be? What are the options? Or do we just leave it open? It has to be assistive device.
Yeah, but I think figuring out who makes the prescription, and again, I'm not holding you responsible for anything. It's just about, having a discussion and figuring out, because I'm interested, nothing else. Maybe since you seem to be in a position of power, go back and take the question to them.
No, sure. I mean, like I said, everything will be put together, and Kate's on that, group where we, if anybody else is interested, please give me your email ID. I'll put you there. The more the merrier. So sure, but like I said, mostly we don't have any answers for that because this just came into being. Guys, in India, everything happens slow. You could be saying Om and all that. So just be in your Zen moment for the government to work. So
you also need to realize this is an act. Now from the act, how it is going to be implemented and policies are going to come into place. And for each state, they're supposed to have a committee, and each state will then appoint people who are on there, and it works as a whole system. And you have given a few years for each state to reach there. So we are in that period of transition.
So look, and also remember what she very correctly said, Anna mentioned yesterday, that education is a state prerogative, right? The central rule, the laws are there, but the state can also tweak it and make their own laws. So yes, it will take time. When it's happening here or wherever it's happening, maybe you can, pick it up and talk about it. Yes, ma'am.
I have a comment more than a question. I think people want to know what's going on. You have to be involved to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right now, there's an email going around and a WhatsApp message saying RCI is proposing amendments. How many people have seen that or actually got involved in it? Yeah, so I mean, there's amendments that we need to comment on if we want to be involved and want to know what's going on. So when things like this come about, please do participate. Don't just state opinions and then do nothing about it.
So look, when there was a PWD Act 1995 on the website, so there the amendments, there's a flash on the web homepage. There's a the flasher which says amendments, and you can go there and you can put there, and yes, you can suggest, like they say, for amendments. So I haven't got that email or that RCI, I mean the WhatsApp. Okay, so or maybe you can just send it to everybody, and like I said, the more the merrier. Just go and say as much as you can. Up to 18 years or more in certain cases. So this is what I mean. It's not till 14, it's now till 18. And if you're benchmark, then you're given 2 years grace.